Hi, it's John of Figurative Arc. I'm a visual artist. I want to welcome you to my channel, which is all about you using creativity to develop a voice so you feel seen and heard. And today's video, we are going to hear from you your comments and questions about my male photography. Recently I had an art opening called Creation, which was a group show where every artist interpreted one day in the creation story in the book of Genesis. And mine was day 6, the creation of man. And so I left an envelope for people to write comments or have questions about my work and put it in an envelope anonymously, and that I would create a video and share them with you. But with my cat Jenga here, let me kind of go through these with you. She's going to help me. I am touched by the male beautiful form in nature. Thank you. This exhibit is raw and wonderful. Thank you for sharing the vulnerability of a human. Hidden really spoke to me and is my fave piece. Do you only shoot men, no women? So the answer is yes, I only shoot men, and I probably should take a moment to explain why, because that would be the other question. There are a few main reasons for that. First of all, I want to show men as beautiful. Men, particularly young men, are in the highest at-risk population in the United States as a group as a whole. Not a lot of people are talking about that, and there's a lot of negativity directed toward them. And so, first and foremost, I want to show men as beautiful. It also gives me the opportunity through the composition and the way that I integrate the form into the environment about emotional places, and our place in society is kind of the metaphor with that. And it allows me to explore masculinity in a way that I can understand being a man and living as a man in the United States and the hostility that is directed towards men in this culture. So that's my voice. That's how I feel like I am seen and heard by this. Also, I think it's different. A lot of people are very surprised when they walk into a gallery and see this because you don't see this every day. Are you worried when you and the model are on public trail getting caught? This is referencing the fact that I shoot outdoors. Well, first of all, I do not shoot on a public trail. That would not be a wise decision. But I do shoot outdoors. All I will say about that is, yes, I am very intentional as far as where we do that shoot, so we don't run into issues like that. Nice pics. They got me excited. We always naked women. Refreshing to see men. Thanks. Most natural form of shelter. I'm interested in the process of finding models willing to model nude in nature. So the process of finding models, a lot of times it's people that I know socially or have met. And because I have, no pun intended, a body of work, I have a website, I have 4 published ebooks, I have an exhibition history of shows that I've been in. People men can look at that. If I approach them, they can see that, hey, I'm a legitimate artist. Then I have a conversation with them about where we would be shooting, what is the purpose, and try to get a vibe to see if we're a good fit. Almost all the men that I have worked with have never done any kind of modeling before and have not done any nude modeling before. I always, struggle with trying to find more diversity in my photography. A lot of times it is limited by who you know or who's willing to do this. It's not necessarily I'm excluding, this group or that group. It's just, it's a practical thing, being able to go to a location. But I certainly have interest in expanding to include, let's say, men that have physical challenges. I think that would be really interesting because you see that even less. So I'd be interested in your thoughts. I've shown you a few images as we've gone through this of my work. What do you think about it? And while all of these tended to be positive, I'm also open to people that aren't. I didn't know if there would be negative comments, and some do respond negatively. For me as an artist, I always want people to react. But this is my voice. This is my vision. I believe in it, and I am okay with whether people like it or they don't like it. But leave your comments below. Consider subscribing. Until next time, toodaloo.